So you want to know which way I come up to the Tiger Cage?
Do you come up 9th Avenue to Country Club, or
Well,
the Peacocks out?
It depends on which store I need to go to. So, like, if I go up First Ave North, I go up First Ave North, obviously.
Well, my question was, if you've ever came down that way, have you ever crossed those peacocks, all the big peacocks?
Oh, yeah.
Down? Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. See, normally what I do is I go to the corner store up here, just over the bike path next to the Pelican Pub thing.
Exactly.
And then I take 9th and I go, like, kind of the back way, and I have to run into the peacocks. I have to run into the guys that are mowing the lawns, and there's no way to get around those cars. Right. Or the Amazon guy that's taking up a little bit more than half the land. I mean, these are narrow
that's
streets
anxiety
to get here. No. But, you know, that's kind of where I have that extra cigarette.
Yeah, I mean, you're liable to drive down there, and it might be 8 peacocks right there.
Oh, yeah, for sure. That's the way to get to the Tiger Cage, guys. So if you can figure out what we're talking about from clues, you can come visit us.
Anytime you want.
Episode 71, they call us The Breeze. There's only one way to do it, so let's get to it. Let's go!
Get drunk! Yeah! We're talking. All right! Go!
Well, guys, hey, welcome back to another edition of They Call Us The Breeze. That is Bravo, Romeo, Echo, Sierra, live from the Tiger Cage.
Thank you for tuning in.
Episode 71, guys. You tuned in last week if you didn't hear it. We had our Thanksgiving episode last week, so that was a lot of fun. We recorded that on Thanksgiving, obviously, right before we got to all. And it was a good Thanksgiving. And, you know, but we're not going to get too much into that because we are well past Thanksgiving. God, we're even getting into that Christmas season.
Oh, yeah. I've been starting to watch the movies. I've been starting to watch.
Oh, have you already started watching the movies?
We're
still
already
early.
watched Christmas Vacation. It's going.
The 1st of December.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
As we record this show today, it is the 1st of December, and Ryan's already watching the Christmas movies. I have not watched the Christmas movies. I have a Haters Gonna Hate tonight about a little something, and it was a situation I was put in, and it was infuriating, and the whole time there was Christmas music playing. So
did it make it better or worse?
We'll get into that a little bit later. We do have, we have celebrity birthdays per usual. Ryan's going to do his Guess That Celebrity instead of Guess That Business.
I think
again
I got one for you guys.
We had a good time last time. I guessed it eventually after Ryan fudged a clue.
Well, so
yeah,
we'll bring. Yeah. Before we do that,
and I have some exciting news in my personal life that I'm going to bring up. And speaking of the holidays, we have an idea for Dad. Since he's retired and he does have the morning job, he does still have some extra hours throughout his days, plenty of extra hours. So we have a hobby in mind that we're going to pitch to him tonight. He doesn't know what it is right now, right, Dad? You have no idea? Yeah, Dad he's getting a little power swig in right now. Actually, let's all get a little power swig in.
Yeah, I like the power swig.
My mouth is already getting dry. Cheers.
Let's see, what holiday would that be? Like
and I'm going to go ahead and mention that we're on the verge.
Softball,
ladies and gentlemen.
60 and over softball.
That's a good segue.
But yeah, we have a holiday-themed hobby for you, at least for the next few weeks. So definitely want to listen to the show. And then I have some goofy headlines as well. And
you want me to go to malls?
It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. Yeah, so thanks for tuning in, guys.
Yeah.
Make sure you're going to Tiger Cage Media on YouTube and subscribing. And, comment. We'll reply to you. Just reply to a guy today, I
was going to say we're on the verge of maybe Stamkos' 1,000th goal eve.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, live. So we start the game tonight at 7. We are in Philly. We're still part of our road trip. We come back on Saturday. But we are in Philly. We played Boston. That was an intense game. I watched that whole game Tuesday night.
They're the best.
I didn't watch the whole game, but
they're
the best, absolutely, and they're damn near undefeated. Just 2 losses.
And how many weeks in? How many games in?
We're 22, and so are they.
So they're 20.
Some teams are less, some teams are more, but us
they're
and
like
Boston.
20-2, Boston, or what?
Yeah, they're 20-2 now. Or no, they're 19.
That's insane.
It is.
That's insane.
No, maybe they lost.
Maybe
you
can't beat us.
No, I think
they're definitely undefeated
they're
at
19-3. They're 19-3. I apologize.
Yeah, they're undefeated at home.
There's people screaming at the radio right now. But yeah, they're a force to be reckoned with. And me and Mayo, our good friend, who is a Boston fan, Brady fan, and a Bucks fan. So like when we text during the Bucks games, we're very like on the same side. We texted during the and we're still on the same side. We're still very nice to each other. And I was like, this is an example, Mayo, of what we could make an example for the U.S. right now. The Republicans versus the Democrats. Like, we don't have to agree on it. We can have different sides. We can still like text each other through the game and like, hey man, that was a good save by your goalie. Hey man, Hetty looked awesome in that play. You know, like you should be able to do that with each other. And I was like, oh, Swayman just hit the splits to stop that one. Wow. And he's like, so glad Swayman's back. You know, that's just it. You got to be able to just, you know, it's sportsmanship.
Well, even it used to be that way.
You got to be able to see both sides of the scenario.
You're talking about Congress.
I'm talking about the U.S. of A. I said back in the day it used to be that way, and you know we could all learn something from the way Mayo and I watch a Boston Lightning game.
Yeah, they're all going to gather around and say
they all care about.
We were
themselves.
both like intensely watching this game, and we were like almost like if it was playoffs, and we were just like freaking out over every little thing. And I was like, this is real hockey fans. This is episode 22 of 82. If you want to look at it that way, this is the 22nd game out of an 82 game run.
Yeah.
And him and I are just like, my heart's racing. I drank one beer in like 5 seconds. I was focused, and I didn't even feel buzzed. You know, it's one of those situations where the game is so intense. Anyway, yeah. So,
well,
they could if they.
Well,
they
he's going to hit
selfish.
the 1,000th tonight.
It's selfishness, is what it is. Enrichment.
Yeah.
So what do you want to do if he scores 1,000?
So if he scores 1,000, I mean, you're going to have the live Lightning update.
Shotgunning?
Per usual, you're going to have the live Lightning update for me every time I call it out on the phone. You're going to check out the shots on goal, things like that. And yeah, I don't know what we do, but I hope we don't miss it. Either way.
Yeah, that's true.
Episode 71, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Little hungover today, and we had a meeting at work. But we had all sorts of food to eat.
Very good food, yeah.
Very good food. Dude, we had lamb shank today over sweet potatoes.
I was telling Dad about that earlier. I was reading him the description on that thing.
It was falling off the bone. It was so good.
It was amazing.
Definitely going to have to bring one of those home one of these nights and treat myself a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so I'm a little hungover.
What's that go for on the...
I don't know yet. But I'm a little hungover at the meeting. The meeting's at noon. And I went out last night for the first time in a while because I haven't been going out at all, you know, saving my money. Haven't been going to the bars like really at all, you know. So subsequently, I don't keep whiskey at home, so I haven't really been drinking a lot of whiskey either. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So I think I went out.
You decided to dip in the brown pool?
Well, what did we do? We went to the bar after kickball. We did do that, and I had a shot of whiskey. But so I went out last night. I didn't intend to, but I got home a decent hour, probably 7:30, 8 o'clock, and I was having a couple beers. Had plenty of beers for the night, but got a text from Benny's godmother, Kat, and an old friend, Shauna, and they're like, "Hey, what are you doing? We're downtown." I was like, "Oh, I'm just chilling, having some beers." Like, you should come out. And I was like, "Well, I do have a little bit of something to celebrate tonight, I guess, if you want to put it that way. Bittersweet, but I'll get into that later." And I was like, yeah, I'll go out. And so went down to Goose. First time I'd been to Goose in a while. I had one beer and a shot, and then a little bit later I had another beer and a shot, and then a little bit later I had one more beer. That was it. I'd had two before I left the house. I maybe had two after I got home. I've been getting really good at drinking beer. I've been drinking maybe 9 to 12 a night, and sometimes, you know, or a day or whatever. Like I'm just throwing that out there. I've been getting really good at drinking beer. I put 2 shots of Jack Daniels in my body after not doing a lot of Jack Daniels over the last month or two.
And you got twisted.
And I was like,
you got twisty treat.
I woke up and I was like, shit, dude, I'm hungover.
Yeah, I saw that big ass coffee that he came in with a big ass coffee.
Like
I was
a 24 ouncer into the meeting.
How are you?
Yeah. I was like, I'm just trying to stay alive right now. Plus, I had also
gone. That food just
here's the problem. I had also gone to the Magic store right before.
Oh.
And I did a little partaking right before the meeting. So, but either way, yeah, that's
why I was like, hey, wake up.
So just a little hungover today.
I concur.
And, it was rough, like getting home from the meeting and still having that 3-hour gap before I leave for here. And I was just like, what the fuck am I going to do right now?
You can drink like a bunch of beers or whatever when you're playing golf or whatever, and then if you have a couple shots because you stop somewhere, it's like
turn on the jets. Hold on.
You just can't do it anymore. You know, it's
well, that's what I think it is too. I think it's
just you don't feel comfortable.
It's way heavier than beer. Yeah, I mean, whiskey is like
and you you.
Now,
fuck yeah. You're putting on, like I said,
back in the day,
jets.
you didn't care how you looked or like, you know, what the next step was, but now it's like, okay.
Well, I mean, even
you know what the next steps are. They're not
even 6 months ago. I was going out 2 or 3 times a night, and I was having at least 2 shots, sometimes 4. And I was fine. It's like all about conditioning. You stop that shit for like 2-3 months, you have 2 shots, and it's way different than 1 shot.
Well, you're drinking beer all day.
Yeah, your tolerance will lower.
You're drinking beer all day on the golf course, and you realize...
Well, not me. Not me. I'm not.
I'm halfway from the tee to the green, so I probably need about a 4-iron or something like this, or 3-iron on a par 5, and then you take a couple shots. It's like looking at your bag and saying,
"Yeah, it's like, oh my god, dude! I just pulled out a 6, and I couldn't
needed imagine.
A 9.
And only 20 feet away from the green."
Yeah, you're like 9-6. What?
I was just going to chip it.
What's
with
the
a 6-iron.
line mean? What does the line mean?
See, bowling's a lot easier when you're drunk. That's for sure. Yeah, so I'm hungover. I'm sitting on the couch.
Well,
and
the target's more defined.
I'm on Facebook scrolling through hungover, and Benny's godmother, Kat, she posts. It happens every year. Everybody has one. If you listen to Spotify, and if you're on Spotify, because that's like a station where you're familiar with Spotify, right, Dad? You understand
quick
what it is.
Spotify plug. There's a great.
I never go on there, but I know what it is.
Yeah.
There's a great series on Netflix called The Playlist that just goes into how he basically Steve Jobs'd it, and it goes into that. You
how
love
he made it. Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So yeah, like every year at the end of the year, they have your Spotify recap, and they kind of tell you like how many songs you've listened to, what kind of genres you've geared towards, what your mood was morning, midday, and evening. You just attach it to either your Facebook account or your Gmail account, one of the two.
Do you get charged for it?
No, unless you pay for premium. I pay for premium because I fucking need it. But yeah, so I saw on my friend Kat's. She you can post it to your Facebook wall, and she did that, and it said something like 20,211 plays this year, and she was
hours, right, or something.
No, just songs played this year, and that she was over 73%. It tells you you're over 73% of average Americans. Blah blah blah. And I was like, huh. I just wonder. So I opened
listen to a lot of music.
I opened my Spotify. And I gotta pull this.
Now, do you listen to Spotify when you're on there? Do you listen a lot? Talk. Is that where you hear?
I hear podcasts on there. I hear podcasts on there and shit. Yes, as well. I listen to most of my podcasts on there, but I also
music
listen.
As well,
I also
right?
listen to a lot of radio on iHeartRadio.
Which is the
same as Spotify?
No, it's a different app.
Oh, okay.
But it's same as, right?
No.
I mean, it works the same.
Separately.
Spotify has podcasts and music. iHeartRadio has live radio station.
Yeah, it's not relevant. That's
story.
So, and they also have podcasts and songs, but it's mainly built. It was built for live radio. Yeah, so I do spend a lot of time on there. But anyway, so I like I said, Kat's was about 20,211. She was about above 73% of the average, music listener on Spotify. So I was like, I'll just go check mine out, see what it is. Mine was 76,837. I was above 97% of Spotify users.
Yeah, that means he listens.
I spend
more
my
than
fucking
90.
Too much time on that radio.
I spend my life listening in my earbuds, dude. And like I said, I'm still listening to iHeartRadio a good 25% of my week. So if I was listening to Spotify all the time, I'd be 102%.
Well, that makes me feel
You need
good.
to stop messing around that calculator.
That makes me feel pretty good because since I've been retired, I've felt like I was wasting a lot of time, but apparently I'm not.
Well, no, I'm listening to music while I'm cleaning the house or while I'm working on the show or while I'm doing
whatever.
While I'm sleeping,
It's just interesting. You go from literally a record back in the 1960s to now they can track and let you know how many songs that you've listened to.
Well, it's funny because they show you
also average it out to the rest of the whole United States of America.
Well, what's funny about me is they show you they show you
that's crazy.
Funny about me and my taste is I'm an album guy. I listen to albums. That's what I do. I just put the album on.
Yeah,
so
he's
my
an album
top
guy.
they give you
I tell people all the time.
Yeah,
my
I
brother's
can tell
an
by
album
the
guy.
listen. They give you the top
of your Spotify.
Listen,
time.
assholes. They give you the top 50 songs that you listen to, and mine are literally just all the cuts from all the different albums, but just mixed up in order of how many times I've heard
the album.
No, I always I'm. What are you talking about? You're not listening.
No, I am.
The hell is that? A helicopter?
I knew it.
No, it's a UFO.
Whatever. It's not a UFO. That's a helicopter.
And it's not a UFO anymore.
I wish we had our mic packs so we could send Dad out on camera.
It's an unmanned aerial.
It's an unidentified flying object.
Yeah, they don't.
As far as we know.
Now they're
well,
using-
Dad, we got a holiday hobby for you, man. We got a good idea for
Yeah.
you. Okay. I say we do it. We could all do it. I mean, it's not just Dad, but
Just
we
the
could do it
holidays
if
or
you
what?
guys want to. Well, it's only good till my birthday, December 19th.
Okay.
Oh, I should ask Dad which is, but December 19th. It's only good until my birthday. That's the window of time that it's open. But the USPS, United States Postal Service, they're seeking volunteers once again. They do this every year. It's called Operation Santa.
So we're not getting paid.
Yep, volunteers. So it's a hobby, like I said, not a. I was going to say side hustle, and then I corrected myself because I was like, it's volunteer. But they're asking for volunteers to answer letters from kids to Santa. You know, so you got to play the character. You know what I mean? You got to get in like, little Susie, I'm so sorry to hear about your fish dying earlier this year, and I'll do my very best. You know, blah blah.
Can we volunteer? We can do this, right?
No, we can do this.
Can we do this on air?
So here it is.
Can we do this on air and
it's
answer
part of
it?
It's part of the. I don't know if we can. It's probably. I mean, I
Can
think
we?
that's probably confidential.
But that's okay, right? That'll get us.
I think little Kyle's probably going to send a letter to Santa. We'll see if Brenda can intercept that and see if we can get that at least. But I don't know if we can do this on the air. But it could be something that we do just
What
for
does
fun.
little Kyle want this year, man? We got him already.
But yeah, it's their annual Operation Santa. Volunteers will be asked to browse through letters to Santa and adopt the ones they love. And then they will reply to those letters in character as the big man himself. And the prospective Santas are asked they're asked to register to create an Operation Santa account so that their identities can be verified, make sure everybody's legit. And they hold this open until December 19th. So I guess go to the USPS website and probably figure it out. And I don't know. It'd be fun. It'd be
yeah.
be a good time.
These boys needing a Santa Claus.
You boys need a little Santa
You know
Claus?
what? That would be very good therapy, I think. That would be able to like let our imaginations kind of run wild
Till
a
you
little
get
bit,
some
you know,
letter
like take
from
a
a little
break,
kid that's
literally
really,
take
really
a break
poor.
from what's going on and just be super creative.
Hold on, see here, Dad just brought it up. I was wondering what the con to this would be, and he just said until you read some of these letters sometimes, and you might get pretty bummed that you can't really do anything for them. You're just answering them back as Santa Claus. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it
yeah,
could be
but would you
tearjerkers.
want to? But would you want to though? That way, it gives you perspective.
No, that's not the right kind of perspective you need as a
Nope.
person. I know it exists out there,
can't
and I
go
know
through that.
I know it exists out there, and I know it's bad for some people. I don't need to see it, and that's what reality TV's for. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For
So
a lot
you
of
know
folks.
what? Screw those letters, man. No,
I'm just kidding.
Don't be a
no,
heathen.
I'm just kidding, guys.
Well,
like
Dad,
obviously,
yeah.
I want to answer these letters.
Dad being the realistic one here, definitely brought down the vibe of that story a little.
No,
Maybe
we're gonna
Denver.
get. Can we still apply? I want to apply.
Yeah, you can
We
apply.
still do it.
I wanna
He's
do
like,
it.
I'm
I'm
not
out.
doing
I'm
it.
out.
He's out.
Dad won't be able
I'm
to
like
do
Mark
it because
Cuban,
he's
I'm
going to be
Dad's gonna say
crying
that.
after he saw a Publix commercial.
Do your own Shark Tank
he
thing. I'm
does
out.
too. Yeah.
I'm out.
All right, guys, this is They Call Us the Breeze. We're going to take a little bit of a break, go throw a dart, and we'll be right back with some celebrity birthdays. Dad is at 189, and Ryan is at 199. So unless Dad's got his broom out, Ryan's going to hit that 200 tonight. And then Dad owes us chicken, which we've all heard about 1,000 times.
Oh, yeah.
So-
Nashville chicken.
That's right. So, guys, don't go anywhere. You got to hear that. And plenty more show coming up. Dad, what do you say, man?
See you shortly.
Didn't Ryan?
You gonna buy me some chicken?
Jane.
I'm in love with
I'm throwing
Mary
it. I'm
Jane.
getting it over. I'm buying chicken.
All right, guys, we're out of here.
I remember when I had my first beer.
Yeah, well, we say my first beer tonight. You know, when the co-producer is away, the Breeze are going to play.
Oh,
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying?
Oh,
Wide
yeah.
open right
Yeah,
now.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
a little weird tonight. Although we always love having our
I
co-producer.
feel like
Where'd
we
you-
should just
where'd
throw
those
a
girls
rager,
come
man.
from that are
Like, we
bringing the
should
beers?
throw a
Like-
party,
I don't
guys.
know, but you know, whenever, like, yeah, it feels like Mom and Dad are out of town right now.
Do you guys want to throw
even
a
though
party?
Dad's here, but you know, it's like we're like, hey, we might do some piano jam later. We might,
Oh,
order some
yeah.
Nashville chicken, watch a
I
little
would
bit of
love the
hockey.
piano
You know,
jam.
so yeah, we got hockey.
Go to the
tonight.
basement.
Like Ryan was saying, Stammers is at 999 points. He's also at like 493 goals, so he's almost at 500 goals. But like
Okay.
he's at 999 points, and if he gets a point tonight in Philadelphia,
Yeah.
that's a
The
thousand, and that is
team
impressive, man.
The last team that Vinny LeCavier played for.
Well, he will go down as the greatest player on the Lightning.
That's my favorite player in NHL history.
No, Stammers is going to go down as the
greatest.
Who
has the most points, and what are those points?
I don't fucking know. Come on, I can't pull that stat out of my ass, and I can't look it up here. And I don't
probably Ovechkin or fucking Lemieux.
What time is it anyway, guys?
Probably Gretzky.
Oh, it's
Gretzky.
7. Okay,
well,
so 7:03. So we're about to get the puck drop. So Ryan, make sure your phone is handy for that live Lightning update. Thank you. All right, and it is time for celebrity birthday. Speaking of hitting,
let me Neuralink it.
Speaking of hitting a milestone, Ryan is at 199, so Ryan could be hitting that 200 tonight as well, unless Dad's got his broom. Dad, I don't see your. Oh, there it is. It's right over there in the corner. Okay, all right. So
his dustpan.
If you got your broom, you might need to get it out for that sweep. But we're going to introduce a new little thing. So, I mean, it is still a home and away style thing. And tonight, Dad is the first one to guess the coin flip. We're going to introduce a coin flip to see who goes first. And since Dad, we're going to start with Dad.
Wait, get the echo. Ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, the coin flip. On the field. Dad is the home team. He will be the first to decide the coin flip.
Do your best. Come on. Think
on this side.
Watch TV. Don't try to entertain.
Yeah, I know,
just
right?
watch TV.
I know. Yeah, I'm trying my best. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we're going back to regular. Or I could
Look
just
at the guy with the striped shirt.
I could just run this real quick.
Tails, we have
channel the guy with the striped shirt.
All right, hold up. I got an idea.
Hey. Hold it.
I got an idea here. Here we
Number
go.
76.
Here we go. All right. Here to decide the coin toss. Mike is the home team. Heads or tails, Mike?
What do you guys think? We're going to go heads.
All right, Mike's going heads. Ryan, what do you think?
Tails.
Tails. All right, here we go. It's tails.
We'd like to defer. Go
All
ahead.
right, they're deferring.
Okay.
There we go. All right, so celebrity birthdays, guys. Here we go. Episode 71. They're gonna. Ryan's team is gonna defer to Mike's team to go first tonight. Does he have what it takes? We'll see. Let's get into it. All right, here we go. Only one way to do it. Let's get to it.
We're running out to the 22. We can go 78.
Happy fucking birthday!
I'll get better at that coin toss thing.
Return to the 70. Return to the 28.
so
we only
talented.
have 62 more yards.
I'll get better at the coin flip thing, I promise. Here we go. Starting off with Dad tonight. Ryan, avert your eyes. Pervert. First birthday we have up for you. Fucking very, very talented. Very funny. She dated Jimmy Kimmel for a little while, which I was like, that's a hell of a fucking score for Jimmy Kimmel.
But he's been married a while.
She's had a little bit of roles here and there in like Mr. Show. She's been a part of that just dirty fucking lowbrow comic. But then she also can switch a flip and do like the little girl in Wreck-It Ralph that runs in the race car video game. And play Andy and Ollie or whatever on Bob's
Burgers. I don't know who
Burgers.
she is, but I'll just say 48.
But she is Sarah Silverman, and it is her birthday today, and she is such a fox.
48? I have no idea.
Dad's going to say 48
I'm just...
for Sarah Silverman. Ryan, don't look.
Because Kimmel's been around a while.
I'm not looking.
Right? I'm basing it off of Kimmel.
47.
Dad said 48. Ryan said 47.
That's a good guess.
$1, Bob.
Yeah.
Who's going to get it? Dad is going to get it. She is 52 today, actually.
Oh.
Yeah, 52. By the way, boys, since the co-producer is in here tonight, great set on this one, too. Great set.
Could you
set.
do me a favor?
Hey,
Can you erase the 189 and put 190 so
Found
that
it
you
out,
know
bro.
that we're
If you
both
wanna,
in the
if you wanna
90s?
get an intern in here, Mike, to stand on the fucking table and mark them as we go, we can do that. But
we could get Bud in here.
good job, bud. Good
Hey,
job.
I'm ready to.
All right, Ryan is up next. Avert your eyes, pervert. Here we go. This next birthday we have up for you. She just did a very much awaited part 2 for a movie that's been a cult classic and a children's favorite. Every Halloween, they always watch it. And her sisters are much older these days, but they just did a reboot of it or a second sequel. I have not yet seen it. I don't know. I don't have Disney Plus, but alongside,
Hocus
alongside, Hocus Pocus, alongside what was her name, Sarah Jessica Parker, and then Louise, whatever her name is, Bette Midler. Bette Midler. It's her birthday today.
Man, she's probably...
I know that was like my weird take on who Bette Midler is, but Bette Midler will always be one of the Sanderson sisters to me in my generation.
Yeah, she's probably like 77.
77. Dad, what are you going to say?
78. You or me?
Ladies and gentlemen, Brian Brechak.
Right, a double bubble right on it.
Not only did he just get his 200th point,
he won some chicken.
He just got his 201 point because he just hit a double bubble, and he just surpassed the 200 mark here on They Call Us the Breeze Celebrity Birthdays. Congratulations, man. Very proud of you, buddy. Very proud of you.
When do we throw confetti in, man?
It was supposed to fucking come out of the sky.
Point? Is that
Louis?
winner chicken
Louis,
dinner?
I told you.
Louis.
Hey, is that winner chicken dinner?
That's a winner chicken dinner. That's only the second question, but Ryan just hit that 200 and some. He got the double bubble, so yeah, that's Ryan up 2 and Dad up 1 for the round. But we still have 3 more birthdays. We still have 3 more birthdays, and Dad is up next. Ryan, avert your eyes, pervert. Here we go. Very happy birthday goes out to your boy. It's your boy, Deshaun Jackson, wide receiver. What up?
To me?
Deshaun Jackson. Right, played for the Chargers for a little bit, if I'm not mistaken, or the Rams, one of the two. I always get them confused because they're fucking uniforms.
Wide receiver? He played for Philadelphia. He played for
us. He played for us, right?
Yeah, he was
probably
a wide receiver,
Deshaun Jackson.
I'd say 46.
46.
41.
Ryan's closer. He's 36.
Wow. Shit.
Well, happy birthday, Deshaun Jackson. Ryan gets that point too, so that's 3-1 for the round. Next birthday we have up for you. Next birthday we have up for you. It's Dad's go. Cricket. Always Sunny in Philadelphia. They just have this guy that they just constantly pick on throughout the whole show. They burned him alive. Like, he has half his face is cratered. His hair is melted off. He used to be a priest. Sweet D seducted him into leaving the priesthood to be with her, and then she just decided she wasn't interested anymore right after he left the priesthood. Like, they've ruined his fucking life.
Was he
they've gotten him addicted.
Would I have seen him in that bar?
Yeah, they've gotten him addicted to all sorts of drugs. They've hunted him. They've literally hunted him. I mean, he is...
Okay,
without David Hornsby, we would have no cricket. So happy birthday, David Hornsby.
So besides Danny DeVito, was like one of the young ones?
It was. I mean, he's about the same age as the rest of the cast. Yeah.
Okay,
you could
so
say. They're all within like 3 to 5 years of each other.
They would all been between 24 and 32. The actors, I'm sure,
when they started.
Right.
And there's about 17 fucking seasons.
We'll see. You do the math there. So, how many seasons they do in a year?
I mean, a season's basically a year.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to say 45.
45. Ryan, what do you got?
Yeah, like 43.
Dad'll get that one because he is 47 today.
Oh,
David Hornsby, 47. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Cricket.
Pilgrim.
Oh, Cricket. Rickety Cricket. Gotta love him.
Just eat the lemons. All right, man. I'll eat the lemons, but
I want the rest of my money, man. All right, last birthday we have up for you. I think Dad gets to go first, right?
No,
or Ryan gets to go first. Okay, so last birthday we have up for you tonight.
Defer.
I only know him from Happy Gilmore because I don't follow golf, and he's in Happy Gilmore. He's the older guy that's standing under the tree. He doesn't have a line, but he goes like
Lurch?
this. He goes like this.
Not Lurch.
No. It's a golfer, and he's like what are you doing? But he doesn't have an actual line in the movie.
I don't remember.
He's just there in several cases after like Happy does something ridiculous and he's shaking his head back and forth and Dad goes, that's blank, 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 blank.
He's wearing Strixon. It's like a old,
that's a blank, 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 blank. Dad used to say, and now it's his birthday. He's got to be on the he's got to be on the senior tour because it looks like he's still golfing.
It's not Chi-Chi.
It's a very happy birthday goes out to Lee Trevino.
Oh, Lee Trevino. Okay. All right, I'm first.
Now think back.
Don't give him any help.
I'm gonna say
don't give him any help.
Andrews, how old was he?
Dad, don't give him any fucking help. I'm the guy that gives the clues.
68.
What?
Okay, Dad. Okay. What?
I'm trying to help you, man.
I
You
know,
just
man.
saw him.
He said 68. What do you got,
I
Dad?
know, man.
Hit the double bubble.
I'll just
hit
say
the double bubble.
83.
You fucking son of a bitch.
Him and
Dad
Jack
hits the
Nicklaus.
double
Him
bubble.
and Jack Nicklaus were both there. Jack Nicklaus is 80, whatever.
Dad hits the double bubble on Lee Trevino.
Damn, Ryan. I paid attention.
Well, hey.
I was thinking of him from Happy
68.
Gilmore. I was thinking of him from Happy Gilmore.
Both of you, great job for your. Both of you, great
He
job.
was 68 when I was watching when I was your age before you guys come along.
Both of you got your double bubbles tonight, and Ryan is over 200 marks. So congratulations, Ryan. So we're getting chicken tonight. Sorry, co-producer, we're spending that money.
Oh yeah, that's our per diem.
And that's what we asked for exactly. Well, guys, just having a great day. I had some bad news a little earlier today, but it was fine because last night I was hungover. I was celebrating something that happened earlier yesterday. Oh, and yeah,
what was that?
I am, and it's bittersweet, and I'm not trying to say oh, thank God or anything like that, but a big milestone in my life, my divorce was finally settled yesterday for good. Like the judge called and it was official, like a ref with a whistle. Now, wow. It's been 3 years, you know what I mean? And it's like, okay, so not a big deal, but it kind of felt different.
You're taking a couple stones off the
what do you
wall.
Mean? How so?
Well, you just so I wake up early, right?
You feel lighter.
The call is supposed
lighter.
to come between 9 and 10 a.m. The judge is going to call and get both of us on the phone, or an assistant will get both of us on the phone and then transfer us to the judge at a time anywhere between 9 and 10 a.m. And I'm just like, I hope this judge didn't work for Spectrum Cable before this or anything like that. Right. I would really appreciate if this could be right on time, you know what I mean? But I wake up at 8 so that way I'm not just retarded and hungover and can't even speak straight yet. So I wake up at 8 and I'm chilling, I'm waiting for it. And my ex, she starts texting me I wake up to a text from her. So I wake up and I immediately kind of poke fun at her, and I felt a little bad, but she goes, so I lost my paper. When are they supposed to call us? And I think it's 9, right? Or something like that. Or are we supposed to call them? And I woke up and I just couldn't help but laugh. And she's like, sorry, typical me moment, right? And I couldn't help but laugh. So I was like, yeah, the judge is sitting waiting by the phone for us to call anytime between 9 and 10. No, he's fucking calling us. Just have your phone ready. We'll be good to go, so we're hanging out. We're chit-chatting a little bit, and I made the Spectrum joke then, and score. And so all of a sudden, 9:03, like clockwork, a receptionist calls. She goes, "Is Jeremy Brechecker?" Yeah, it's Jeremy Brechecker. Blah, 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 blah. Please confirm your address. Blah blah. All right, I'm gonna get the other party on the phone. Okay, cool. Calls the other party. Puts me on waiting music. Calls the other party, and then she gets on the phone with both of us. She's like, okay, now transferring you to Judge Blum, so-and-so. And then we go over to the judge, and at this point...
like Judge Winston.
At this point, my ex-wife starts losing reception a little bit, and she can't hear some things that are going on, and we're, repeating ourselves, and I'm like, Darren, or, whatever. hey, and oh, sorry, you guys cut out again for a second. I'm sorry. I'm standing outside. I'm trying my best. And he asked this one question... I don't know. Like I said, I'm just after a night of drinking, it's about an hour into me being awake. I'm kind of just a little loopy and out of it anyway. And he asks, so just to confirm, there's no children between the two of you, and also, are you currently pregnant? And no answer from her. And I just go, No on the first one. I can't tell you about the second one, sir. And he didn't make a peep, and he's like, "Are you there?" And I was like, "Hey, are you there?" And she's like, "What?" And I go, he asked if blank, 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 blank. And she goes, and then I thought about it. I was like, what if she said yes to the second one? That would have been a hell of a way to find that news out. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
So she's like, no and no. Yes, sir. Correct. Yeah. And I was like, all right, welcome back to the fucking party. And I'm like, she's like, you guys cut out for a minute. And I was like, all right, kind of glad. She probably wouldn't have liked that joke too much. So I got a little lucky with some shoddy phone reception at that point. And then there was an airplane.
Hey, sometimes those towers work in your favor.
She's outside, and
That's because of Elon Musk. He's getting those towers to work in your favor.
Here's speaking of towers and Elon Musk and droids and everything. She's outside trying to get better reception. There's an airplane fly over all of a sudden, so that's happening in the background too. And it was fun. But get off the call and and I'm just like, all right, so that's.
I think I've seen that Jeff Foxworthy movie.
That's pretty
right?
much it. I mean, that's done. Yeah, I'm gonna get a piece of paper in the mail that's gonna come in and say like it's official, like a ref with a whistle. I don't really know what else beyond that. So,
well, I guess we can close the case on that one.
We close the case on that one. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, on with life, as they say.
Game over.
Yeah. So it was fun, and like I said, it was kind of bittersweet. Actually, it was funny because we were texting, her and I, a little bit like the half hour before, the meeting. And I was just like, all right, they'll probably call us. This is going to happen. Hey, how you been? Blah, blah, blah. Because we don't talk very often at all. Like we don't have communication at all. So when there is a reason for us to be around each other, we do say hi and how you been and stuff like that. Well, I'm listening to just the radio in my headphones at home while I'm texting her, getting ready for the call. And what comes on the radio randomly is George's burial song. His favorite song is "If This Is It" by Huey Lewis and the News.
If this is it,
yep. You up, please let me know. And I was like, George's song is on right now. His burial song. She's like, what song is that? And I was like, if this is. And she's like, oh my god, I heard that song yesterday. I was like, yep, that's George's song. Every time you hear it, it's George saying hello. Rest in peace, George. George was my guinea pig, by the way. It's not like he was a
just
human.
Run out back.
It wasn't a human. It wasn't a guy. It wasn't like a guy that like we hit with our car and we buried. I need to clarify that because you never know. You've seen those stories. But yeah, that was George, and he's actually in the backyard of the tiger cage. Dad and Mom were nice enough to let me bury our guinea pig back there, and that was George, named after George Harrison of the Beatles.
It's very zen. That spot alone, there's like it
feels good. I mean, it just feels good. And we put a little stone, and Dad did have this like little weird terracotta little single log fireplace that had this weird face on it, and that was like a tiki type face, angry tiki. And that was sitting on there.
There's just a flower pot to let stuff grow outside, but if you turn it upside down, it looks weird.
But anyway, so yeah, I am officially single out there. So if that's been the reason well, Amanda Siegfried, I've sent you plenty of letters, and I know you've been like,
just give them a shot.
You're like, not until you get that divorce. Not until you get that divorce. Not until Amanda, I'm telling you tonight, I got that divorce, so we can get this thing started as soon as you're ready and willing.
Bad.
Just make sure you call me at 1-800-BIG-HEART.
Big Heart.
Thank you.
H-A-R-T.
H-A-R-T. That's right. Like Bret Hart, the wrestler.
Only because Large Heart was taken.
Yeah, only because Large Heart was taken.
And you can only use so many letters.
Well, yeah, you can only use so many letters. Guys, this is They Call Us The Breeze. Speaking of so many letters, there's only 4 call letters for this show. That's Bravo, Romeo, Echo, Sierra, B-R-E-S. Ryan, what do you say?
What?
Dad, what do you say?
What?
Let's get the fuck out of here for a second. Go smoke a dart. We'll come back.
Sounds
it's halftime.
Good. See
we'll
what
reassess,
it's all about here.
And maybe watch a little bit of that hockey
scores.
game. We'll see.
All right,
guys. We'll be right back with some more show. Don't go anywhere.
Catcha.
You always left me satisfied and smiling.
That's what she said.
Well, hey guys, welcome back to They Call Us The Breeze. That's Bravo, Romeo, Echo, Sierra, live from the Tiger Cage. Every Thursday night, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, unless we notify you in advance that it won't be, which we never do. And you never know when it's randomly going to come on, like Thanksgiving early. But yeah, you're on a need-to-know basis. You can always... Ryan used to be our need-to-know bassist.
Now, if you
in the cover band,
I did
for the
used to be the need-to-know bassist.
Package,
yeah. Yeah, if you subscribe to Mike's OnlyFans, then you get the immediate link of anything that's going on with him. So yeah, he keeps a GoPro on him pretty much 24/7.
We'll send you the code.
Yeah, we'll send you the take 20% off if
discount.
you mention me, Remy Brechak, at checkout. And yeah,
that's funny. I don't care.
Thanks for listening, guys. Make sure you're going out there though to the YouTube. If you're audio for visual or video for audio, whatever you are. I mean, if you're a creeper out there and you like to just watch like I do every once in a while, I'm talking about my podcast, dude. Chill out. Yeah, I like to watch every once in a while. So you want to make sure you go to Tiger Cage Media on YouTube and subscribe to that page. So you have all the episodes there. And you can comment there and just have a little fun. But yeah, we're just hanging out here. Episode 71. Lot going on. But you know what? I saw something in the news. When a couple best friends get together, they try to change the world. There's no better forum. If you guys are out there and you're thinking, okay, this pothole needs to be fixed, or I don't know, we should have a new little garden. We should build a community garden, or maybe something's wrong with just, I don't know, the recreation aspect of your city. Maybe it needs to be amped up, the recreational side of your city. Maybe you have an idea like this could be more fun for the public. Take it to city council, go to a city council meeting, represent your town, and everybody gets a little spot to speak and talk about what they want in a change in their city. And these two best friends, I mean, God bless them, they stood up to city council a couple days ago because there was this specific lack or hole or crater in LA, of all cities, in their recreational department. And these fine young lads decided to take time out of their day, which, I mean, they sound like they're a little younger. Who knows what they actually do for a living? They're probably video game players. They probably just took a break from Call of Duty for the day or whatever they do. I don't know. But and they came out and they did a service for every young kid or old person in the city of LA. They're trying to push for a new sort of recreational vehicle to be more available to the public. And I have the clip here if you guys want to hear it.
Yeah.
All right, let's hear it. Here we go.
What is your name?
What up? My name is Chad Kroger. Council, when I'm bummed, I party, and I feel better for a while. If the party's really sick, though, I feel better for longer. A lot of ragers have made me feel really stoked. Keggers at my buddy Danny's, foam parties, and bottle service at Hakkasan. The ragers that truly make my froth peak, though, and this is beyond debate, are on a boat.
My froth
Nothing
peak.
feels as legit as being on a yacht deck with a linen shirt open. My body tight from a pre-vacay juice cleanse. What a freaking boost. One thing that bums me out, though, is that not everyone gets to participate. Why is it that only people like P. Diddy, Jeff Bezos, and my Uncle Ron get to experience the euphoria of being on a yacht? I think I have the solution. We need public yachts. 60 to 120-foot boats that can be borrowed like books from the library. The boat borrowers would have to do a lot of paperwork, which will blow, but I think it's necessary. With the public yacht program, our countrywide malaise would get sprayed away by jet ski
Thank
water.
you,
His time's
Chad.
up. His time's up.
Next speaker. Are you JT Parr?
What up, Council? I am JT Parr. Chad is not exaggerating when he says that partying on a boat can benefit your soul. I suffer from anxiety. I often worry that my dad thinks I'm a whiner, but those worries disappear when I jump off a yacht's tuna tower.
That's it. I mean, these boys are...
it's for the
my
cause,
favorite part.
baby.
My favorite part of the whole
I'll
clip.
give him $1.
My favorite part of the whole clip.
What up, Council? I am JT Parr.
What up, Council? I am JT Parr.
That's not Jeff Spigoli.
No, dude, these are real
are
guys.
real
So
kids
Ryan,
in
so
council.
listen, I sent this video to Ryan because I found this on the internet, and it's the video is Dad. This is not bullshit. It's not a sketch comedy show. The video is of an actual city council room, and these kids are in line, and his buddy TJ is just behind. TJ Parr is just behind Chad, and they just set this up. And I played this video for Ryan earlier today. I was like, I'm definitely pulling this for the show.
Sean Penn better hurry
What up,
and
Council?
trademark.
I am JT Parr.
What up,
JT
Council?
Parr.
I am
That is-
JT Parr.
Yeah, Sean Penn on
No, but so I brought it up to Ryan, and Ryan informs me, Ryan, what I don't even remember what you said.
I told him, I go, yeah, dude. And then I said, I've seen another video
Hold on, listen.
where these guys talked about Paul Walker when he got in a car crash.
Yeah, when
Fast
Paul
and
Walker,
the
rest in
Furious,
peace, when Paul Walker died,
they went to city council and they asked to have
these same guys
statue constructed for him in this city, and then they informed him that he only went to community college in that city, so it got shut down. But these guys get in front of this city council and they advocate for these things.
And you can see a couple people on the videos. You can see a couple people in the galley, in the videos, just start like kind of laughing because they know these assholes are going to do something dumb.
But they have to have their voice heard. I mean, they
what up, council? I am JT Parr,
and some of it's really good. Like, I mean,
but that was
makes sense.
but Ryan and I have always said, there's only one kind of rich we want to be. It's boat rich.
It's boat rich.
We just want to have a little boat, 60 to 120 feet.
It's JT and Chad. They got their they have their voice heard. That's what
Chad
it's all
is not
about.
exaggerating when he says. Plus, often I wonder if my dad thinks that I'm a whiner.
Yeah.
I knew that part would get you. But yeah, they're out there just doing their civic duty and trying to make the world a better place, one city at a time, starting with LA, with library style.
Good luck with LA.
All that paperwork is going to blow.
It's going to blow.
Yeah.
It's definitely going to blow.
120-foot yachts
up in flames if nothing, if not something else.
Yeah, so that's boat rich for you. Me and Ryan want to be boat rich someday.
You guys
but
want to be boat rich?
Yeah,
well,
so
now your brother is. I've been telling you both that you need to get on board with your brother.
I had a dream in all this house hunting shit.
You could get on there and on the ship with Adam.
Well, no, listen to me. I had a dream during all this house hunting shit that I've been going through that I bought a fucking sweet, like 2-story houseboat that had like a bottom floor. And I've been to one. I used to hang out on this, the manager of Carrabba's in Nashville where I used to work.
Name drop.
I used to hang out on his dad's houseboat, and it had 2 stories to it, and it had like a bedroom and a bathroom on the bottom floor, and then like the main like living area and a bathroom and the kitchen and blah blah blah. And
yeah, houseboat.
It was sweet, and
Where was that at?
It was in Tennessee on one of the lakes by my house where I lived. There was all sorts of little lakes.
Yeah, kind of like
about 20 minutes from Nashville. Yeah,
kind of like down there, Cumberland. I mean,
but I had a dream last night that I bought one of them instead, and I was just like, "This
you're
shit."
You're going to get rich.
You imagine, dude? You imagine being an owner of Carrabba's in a city up like that? Like you can have like.
Well, no, he wasn't the owner; he was just the manager, and it was his dad's. It was his dad's houseboat. But anyway, I promised you guys a little something tonight, and it's been a minute, and I've been trying to get it out for a little while, but the original haters I've been trying to get out for a little while. That's no longer there. But I have a new haters for you guys tonight. If you want to hear it, here we go.
The most diabolical haters this side of the Mississippi.
Well, Ryan just signed on to the cult recently, but all 4 of us, the co-producer, myself, my father, and my brother, we all go to the same doctor, and we like to joke about just how inconveniencing it is all the time. This doctor, I think there's way too many patients there. We're not going to mention any names, but I think there's way too many patients that go to this doctor. It's impossible to ever get anybody on the phone. We've batted and complained a little bit here and there over the past on this podcast about said doctor, but I had an experience, and I didn't even tell you about it, Dad, but I had an experience on Monday when I went to just refill my medication. Now, a medication that I can't just go to a pharmacy and refill. I have to have a doctor's visit just to check in, blah 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 blah. And then they fill the prescription right there, which is
well with my statin. I had to go to the office.
And then it's also awesome because they do fill the prescription right there in most cases, and it's usually pretty friggin' cheap, to be real. Good. And I don't have health insurance, so the copay to get in there is not that expensive either. So money-wise, it all works and it all makes sense. But it's just been getting harder and harder to have a decent visit there and have a decent phone call. So my haters tonight, I went in on Monday. I had a 10 a.m. appointment. I showed up at 9:50. What time do you think I got called out? 10 a.m. was the appointment.
10:05. Your appointment was at 10?
My appointment was at 10. I'm in the waiting room. How long do you think it took until I got called in?
11:05.
Close. 11:17. An hour. But I get there 10 minutes early. So we're at an hour and 27 minutes now.
That's why I'm over an hour.
Where I'm getting called in. Okay.
And I just want to get my statin, and they're like, "Oh, you got to see him."
I'm just there I'm literally just there to get medicine. Now I go in. They call me. They finally call me. It's weird because you see people.
Just give me my prescription.
You see people come in. You see people come in after you, and they go before you, and you're just like, "What the fuck is going on?" And then finally you go. So I go. They put me in the room. She comes in with me. She checks your vitals. You know, she does a thing around your arm. She does the, you know, blah, 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 whatever.
Step on the scale.
Yep, step on the scale, blah. And then, all right, I'll let them know you're ready and you're in this room. 45 minutes. 45 minutes. I'm sitting. By myself. Oh, I'm not even sitting. I'm like up because I still have the tailbone injury, kind of. So I'm just standing up and I'm crossing my arms and I'm staring directly into the security camera. Like just hoping someone's watching, like, and then I just finally, Dad, I break. I just walk out. I'm standing in the hallway. I'm like, I'm not standing in this fucking room anymore. And they're about to go to lunch.
I open my door.
They're about to go to lunch. I know when they go to lunch, and I'm about 20 minutes before they're going to lunch, and I'm like, they're gonna fucking forget me in here.
I know.
And I literally walk out into the hallway, and I'm standing out in the hallway. I have my arms crossed. I have my arms crossed, and what I could only imagine is a scowl from hell on my face. And I am pissed off. And I've been up very early this morning for some reason. I couldn't sleep Sunday on to Monday. I just must. And the doctor himself, the head doctor, is bouncing between rooms. He's the only first person to see me in that hallway after I'm standing out there for 3 minutes. No one's walked through the hallway yet. He goes from one room to a different room. And he's like, oh, I'm sorry, sir. I'll be there. You're next. You're next. And I do look at there's like light up buttons next to your door. And it does have mine green lit that I'm next. I'm like,
I forget who came in to just check my temperature and something too simple. Oh, the thing with your finger. Yeah, and the receptionist does that. The older lady, and she's like, "So
we get through. We get through all that. Finally, we fucking get through all that. He's only in there with me for a total of 3.5 to 4 minutes. He asks me a couple yes or no questions and says, "Okay, I'm gonna get you this much for your refill." I go, "I would like a little more, so I don't have to come back here as frequently." You know what I mean? And he goes, "Yeah, we'll do that." And then I go up to pay and get my thing filled. I'm waiting, and he comes out. He goes, "So I got about a quarter of what I owe you." And at this point, I'm like remembering like weed dealers back in high school.
I got a quarter of a bag.
At this point, I'm remembering like weed dealers, like unprofessional.
I got a shift. I gotta go. I gotta clock in.
I got a Dairy Queen shift at 5 o'clock, dude. I gotta go. I owe you like 2.5 more nugs, dude. I'm sorry. I'll get you this will hold you over till like 9, right? And then I'll meet you at the Walmart parking lot. Like I was like, what the fuck? What the fuck is going on here? Like and then the lady's like, nice shirt. I'm wearing my Bob's Burger. She's like, I like your shirt. And I was like, thanks.
This doesn't help though.
I was like, thanks. And she's like, yeah, it takes a sick sense of humor like us to get that shit. I was like, not really, but yeah, it's on Fox. But
then you should know you should help me out if you see a fisherman.
So they're like, all right, just call us on Thursday today. Call us on Thursday, and we should have it in, and then just come up. We won't make you wait. Just come right up to the window. We'll fill it, and we'll give it to you. And I've already paid for it. How many times did I call today? Didn't get an answer? 4. So, yeah, I'm just done. I'm fucking done. I'm going to look for a new doctor. I'm done. I don't blame you. And that is my haters gonna hate, guys.
The most diabolical haters this side of the
Thank you for listening to all my drama tonight out there in listener land. I've been going through a lot. These boys will tell you. House hunting. It's every day. It's a fucking story for me, and I'm just so ready to. Aren't you tired? Aren't you tired?
You just tired?
I'm so tired. I'm just tired. I think we're all tired out there in America. This work is slower than it's ever been in my life around this time of year. This is when it's usually booming. Everyone in this country is just tired. And we're tired of the prices. We're tired of the gas prices. Tired of the grocery prices. We're just tired. We're just fucking tired, man. Everybody's got their own haters gonna hate right now. I know y'all got a little bit in your hate. A little bit of hate in your heart tonight. So just let it out.
I remember that. I remember that song. I'm tired.
People on my ass
from Blazing Saddles. Yeah. I'm tired. You remember that?
Oh yeah.
What's her name?
Yeah. What? Every Rose has it. Well, not Every Rose.
No, the blonde. That
well, let's get it off here. Let's get it off here.
I'm tired.
We got another big item to unload tonight. Ryan has a Guess That Celebrity for us, and even though it's not a Guess That Business, we still don't have an intro for it. So we recycled the Guess That Business intro to do that. You get what I'm saying? A to B, B to A. Yeah, here we go.
What business are you in?
It's none of your business.
Business ethics.
That's none of your damn business, and I'll thank you to stay out of my personal affairs.
That is right, guys. Ryan is back with another edition of not Guess That Business, but Guess That Celebrity. And we can only ask yes or no questions.
Well,
and Ryan has to give us the right answer. And Ryan can give us little hints along the way, but we hope he doesn't spoil it.
Absolutely.
Because I am a beast at this game.
But it's one of those things you remember last time where you may have had knowledge that I did not know.
Last week,
we're going to have to frame it
Tim
in the
Allen.
fact that I'm going to steer it, and then you guys kind of...
Let me tell the listeners out there, it wasn't last week, but if you go back, we do this every few often, so I don't know which episode it was, maybe 3 episodes ago.
It's been several weeks.
Go look back, and Ryan had Tim Allen, and I said, did he write books? Or did he write a book? And Ryan's like, no, not that I know of. And there was a huge coffee table book by Tim Allen called Never Stand Too Close to a Naked Man, and that I remember you and Mom having, and you also had the Jerry Seinfeld book.
We had that?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. And at least that was my recollection of it. I don't know where else I would have seen it. And Ryan did not have that info, so he told me no, but then I won anyway and guessed it. So hopefully you got your shit together tonight, Ryan. What do you got for us, bud?
Well, it is a male. And he was born May 23rd, 1958.
You're already giving us way too much information. We're supposed to ask, is it a male?
Yes, it's a male.
And you're not supposed to tell us when he's born at all.
1958. He just said.
There you go.
So it's a male. Is he an actor?
Yes.
Yes, he's an actor. Okay. All right. Is he in action movies?
No.
No.
Is he in sports movies?
Yeah, not sports movies, but he's been involved in sports.
An actor that's not in sports.
There you go. That's
movies,
how I'm going to have to
involved
answer
in
it.
sports.
I'm going to have to blank it for you guys, I guess.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
No.
He's been involved in sports. Does he here's
a hint for sports. He briefly participated in professional wrestling, entering the 2004 Royal Rumble. Nope.
The Rock, Dwayne Johnson.
Dwayne Johnson. No? Really?
No, there's other actors that have done it.
Ah, shit. I don't really know a lot of them now.
All right,
now we got a rhythm.
Actors that have been in the wrestling rink. Christ. I don't watch wrestling. I haven't watched wrestling.
Okay, so now we're going to have to...
The Rock was he was a wrestler turned an actor, but actors that have been in the wrestling rink in the last 20 years.
Hulk Hogan and those are the only two I know.
No, those are wrestlers. We're talking about actors that have appeared at a wrestling match and been in the rink and faked some sort of battle, like Mark Wahlberg.
Oh, really? Did he do that one time?
Yeah, like just random. Every once in a while, they'd be like, "We have a celebrity in the house," and they're like, somehow they get on stage and they get hurt by somebody, and all of a sudden they all start wrestling. Fucking wrestling's so stupid. Fuck.
No idea.
And I really wouldn't know because I just don't fucking...
Okay.
I don't watch wrestling. I just fucking hate wrestling. Goddamn.
Are you?
But no, I'm going in my head right now, and I know
trying
this is
to think
not
of
good
another
for,
question, right?
No. He's been... Well...
I can give you another clue.
No, I don't want another fucking clue. All right, he's born in 58, which means... Okay, so...
That means he's 2 years older than I am.
30 years... Yeah, about 2 years older than you.
64 years old.
Danny
64.
DeVito... shit.
Is he alive?
Yeah.
Is he alive? Okay.
Yeah, we
I was
want him
going to say
alive.
Andy Kaufman. Andy Kaufman.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Ric Flair's too old. That he's way older.
We're not. Those are wrestlers.
We're not talking about.
These are actors that have been in the ring. Once again, these are actors that have just come on to a special episode.
He could have played. Somebody could have played Muhammad Ali.
No, never mind. Okay.
You know what I mean?
No, not actors that have played wrestlers or boxers.
Actors in the ring.
Actors like like if Tim Allen decided to be on a Monday Night Raw episode. And that happens sometimes.
Oh.
Somehow, regular actors that aren't wrestlers or associated with the wrestling business end up.
I know, but you said it in a ring, so I thought that was supposed to be the thing that throws us off. The ring, not necessarily.
No, this is what's supposed to.
I apologize because I'm just getting frustrated because I can't guess it, and then you just still don't have a concept of who we're searching for right now, so you're not helping me at all because you don't even know who we're looking for. We're looking for, let's say Nicolas Cage was promoting a movie, right? Mm-hmm. And then the WWE, for fucking ratings decided to have Nicolas Cage on for one night for no reason, and then he accidentally ends up in the ring and someone comes and slams a chair over his head, and then they start wrestling. And then Nicolas Cage never goes on wrestling ever again. I get it,
but I can't think of anybody that's happened to.
Thank you, Mike. I was hoping you were...
I get it. I get it.
The thing that's really supposed to throw you was the fact that he was in the Marines in 1981 to 1987. He was a sergeant.
Well, so maybe
I don't watch
Rob Riggle. Maybe Rob Riggle.
Marine. Oh,
nope.
See, in the ring, because we'll figure out if that.
His comedy career began in 1985.
That's got to be Riggle after that, right?
Yeah, Riggle was after
Riggle
that.
Way after
85.
Because I know Riggle was.
Did he do stand up? He did stand up.
His early stand up career led to supporting roles on television shows during which. Developed the character
Venice
of a
Gary
hapless
Sinise.
A hapless middle-class bachelor. Small role in Coneheads as a taxi passenger.
Coneheads, Saturday Night Live.
Chris Farley, no.
Older than me.
Adam, no.
No.
Co-starred with John Campanaro in The Good Life.
Kevin Nealon, no. Who was in Coneheads? David Spade?
No. That was Coneheads was Dan Aykroyd and.
No, I remember who the Coneheads were. I'm trying to figure out who had a scene, like Ryan said, if you were listening, had a small scene in Coneheads. Yeah, I don't know. Between him, like, not following
and then lastly, he was born in Cleveland, Ohio.
Drew Carey?
Yep.
Okay.
Really?
All right. Fuck. We got it.
Man, he had to have been a kid, huh? How old was he?
What?
Drew Carey when he did that.
What part of anything?
In the Coneheads. He
had to been 93. 93 was in Coneheads.
All right, well, that was a good one, Ryan. That was a tough one. That was a tough one for everybody.
He had been a young man.
Guys, thanks for following along with us on that journey. But we love
you.
We'll be right.
You guys a little bit.
They call us the Breeze.
We analyze and break things down.
We'll be right back with some headlines before we get out of here tonight. So don't go anywhere, and then we're going to watch some hockey and stuff. So we'll be right back. Ryan, what do you say?
I'm gonna uncross my eyes.
Yeah,
I got the prize across your eyes.
Look at that. His eyes is uncrossed.
There we go.
2 days ago, he fell in a well.
And then kicked by a mule, and there he goes back to straight.
Right, back to straight.
All right, guys. We'll be back.
I can't explain it.
See ya.
Some tasty waves, cool buzz, and I'm fine.
Let's get drunk!
Yeah!
Guys, we are out here in the Tiger Cage, episode 71 of They Call Us the Breeze. That's Bravo Romeo Echo Sierra live every Thursday night, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And also make sure you're going out there and liking the Facebook page, and make sure you like subscribe to Tiger Cage Media on YouTube. Gonna get through this last segment here. We have a little bit of headlines for you, per usual. And I think Dad's probably got me on all three of these stories tonight because he's got his smart news. You know, he does the smart news thing. But had some interesting shit happening this week. And first notable story I found was let me get my fucking intro going here. Let's do it. Ladies and gentlemen, here we are. Bravo Romeo Echo Sierra headlines of the week for December 1st, 2022. Here's your host, me, Remy Breachak. Hey guys, so a couple headlines we have for you tonight. First one, woman asks to see a ring at Costco. Do you say Costco or is it
Costco.
Costco. Right? That's just like, if you have to labor out that word Costco, if you actually pronounced it the right way, it's Costco, but everyone's like Costco. It's like Costco. Hey, we're going out to Costco. Y'all need anything? Hey, y'all, I got my Costco membership. Y'all want? So this woman asked to see a ring at Costco because they sell everything. You can buy a car there. You can buy a house there.
Trampoline hanging from the ceiling.
Tiny homes on a shelf.
They even take trade-ins.
Yeah, they take. Yeah, but this woman has a little scandal going on where she asked to see a ring at Costco and put a cheaper ring back in the jeweler's hand. Little sleight of hand, dude. Little sleight of hand. How much do you think this ring cost that she made away with?
She lifted?
I would want to say that ring's probably. What do you think the max? Okay, this is a better.
This is a good question. First of all, how expensive can a fucking ring at Costco be?
That's a good question. What's the max?
I am shocked that it was that much.
Oh, so you already know the figure?
I know how much.
How much was
it? He's woke, bro.
Well, you know.
Dad's
you brought it up.
Well, you tell. I'm reading it, motherfucker.
Well, what's your guess first?
Well, he told me.
He looked at the screen already.
$28,000.
That's right, Dad. $28,000 this ring was. So the
y'all don't think I can fucking read?
It's the jewelry switcheroo heard round the country right now. This 49-year-old woman walked into a Costco store in Clifton, New Jersey on a Sunday afternoon, and she headed straight for the jewelry department. She knew what she wanted.
And I got to add to this. I mean, she left a $1,900 ring.
No, that's not what
right?
Oh yes, you're right. A $2,000 ring. It was $1,999.
Yeah, so was she was leaving a piece of.
Okay, Mike. The ring was fucking $28,000. She left a $2,000 ring.
But what?
Now what you guys?
You selfish bitch.
So she walked in. She goes up to the clerk at the jewelry counter. She goes, let me see. I want to see that ring. Like I said, how the fuck is a ring $28,000 at Costco? You got to have like that in IDC with like security and shit, where they watch everything you're doing. That's just irresponsible right there. And who knows if it's
I have never seen anything in Costco worth $28,000. So she looks at the ring, right?
She looks at the ring. She holds it in her hand. She tries it on, and then she goes to hand it back to the employee. Only thing is, like Dad said, it was a switcheroo. She puts this other ring in the lady's hand that is valued at $1,999.99, so $2,000 ring, and before management had realized what had gone on, the woman had already slipped out of the store and was pretty much far away back towards her house. So no immediate chase or anything got resolved in the parking lot. Now, where do you think she got that $2,000 ring from?
The same the glass case.
She had stolen it earlier that day at a different Costco location.
Mm-hmm.
So
how about that? She's
like, if I could steal this ring for $2,000 from Costco, I mean, entrepreneurial spirit. She's like, I can flip this. Let's go. I'm going to go to a different Costco and I'm going to swap it out with an even more expensive. Like she was just like,
if you're just an associate working in that department and you know nothing about,
and you're about to go on break.
The police eventually track her down at her house.
They did, yeah.
And the ring is nowhere to be found. So obviously she's in a heap of trouble.
I'm thinking that
check the pawn shops.
No, there was an
there has to be schemed, right? There's a scheme to it.
She did lead them to the ring eventually.
Okay, that's beyond my investigative journalism. So, thanks for that update, Mike.
You're quite welcome.
I appreciate it.
But that's the last I've heard of it. So
speaking of,
she'll probably go to she'll go over there to Russia and she'll go in that K212 whatever
prison camp
where Griner's at.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Penal Connolly.
All right.
They'll play 1-on-1. See who escapes.
All right. Speaking of wedding rings and rings in general, not all heroes wear capes. You know what I mean? Some wear like those reflective jerseys that you have to wear when you work sanitation or other city jobs, especially like the garbage pound. You got those guys, and those guys work hard. God bless them, the garbage men. You see those cute little videos where the little girls run up.
Dirty jobs.
Where the little girls run up and they give cupcakes to their garbage men. You see those little videos or news articles because they're like, his favorite garbage man came and gave him a gift on his birthday. I mean, they're the real heroes, right? Well, this guy in New Hampshire, Kevin Butler, he owes a lot of gratitude to the trash men right now because he accidentally threw away his wife's wedding rings into the trash and realized it right around the time it would still be at the local sifting station. And he immediately made the phone call. He immediately made the phone call and he was like, all right, I got to figure this shit out. He didn't realize it. Like he said, it was in a napkin because she was, they were cleaning the jewelry and they put it inside a napkin and kind of balled it up to try to dry the jewelry.
Oh my
Which is just a dumb
God.
dumb idea. Yes, you're right.
You betcha.
I mean, I've thrown retainers out because I put it like on the napkin on the tray. Too. I remember I did it at Crystal Burger in Tampa.
I did it at a McDonald's on 9th Street.
Yeah, I probably did it there too, but I did it. Yeah, Crystal. Yeah, so you got to be careful out there. But yeah, so they were just drying their jewelry after they were cleaning it, and they put it on a napkin, and somehow the napkin got balled up. The guy immediately realized, oh shit. So he called up the department, and this guy Dennis Senebald, I guess he's the director of the whole thing over there at the transfer station, the local transfer station. And he said, all right, so he got his top guys on the job, Larry and Wall, and no, just Wall. They just call him Wall. He's built like a brick shit house. He's just a big guy, and they just got him on it, and the bunch of them were digging around. And the guy, the main director, was out there too because he was just like, we got to find this. So what they did was they accessed some surveillance cameras, and they figured out kind of which region of the whole dump
stopped for a moment.
Well, I get because I was curious. I was like, how the fuck?
They probably had to stop for a minute.
Yeah, how in the hell? Cameras everywhere.
Well,
right?
I'm like, how in the hell are you going to figure out where Dennis's trash is? You know what I mean? Like out of all this trash here. So they have it all in zones, and they figured out like whereabouts the area where his trash bag may be. Now, in that area, it contained about 20 tons of trash. And they just spent and literally they finally honed in on his trash bag, and he's like, all right, we got it. And like a couple people were looking through it, and the main guy, like the director, he was still digging through it. He had rubber gloves on, or latex gloves, whatever, digging through it. And the guy was like, it's not in here. And he's like, well, hold on. And he went over there, and there was like maybe like a toilet paper roll and like 2 more tissues or napkins in the bottom. And he's like, the very last fucking napkin I checked, there they were. Wow. Like the last thing in the fucking bag. Like they had ripped the bag open, gone through it. And there was like 1 or 2 little wads of something in the corner. And so what did he do? Hey, what did he do? He brought pizza over to those guys for lunch, and he said, I am thankful for those guys. So not all heroes wear capes. Some of them dig through trash and they wear reflective vests. So salute your garbage man this week when he comes down. Just to give him a little heads up, because you never know when you're going to need him.
Everybody adds to the
Real
society
American
that we live in, right?
heroes.
Real American heroes, exactly.
Well, all of, no matter what you do, I mean, it's like every little, whatever you do out in society, if you're changing tires for people, or
right,
if you're,
whatever you're doing,
you're all adding to society.
That's crazy that they were able to freaking pinpoint that, though. Like,
I know, that's what I was thinking. Like, how in the hell they have some sort of way. They have some sort of way.
That was a needle in a haystack.
So, listeners out there, if you're trying to think of like committing any murders and throwing body parts in a trash bag and thinking it won't get back to you,
we'll find it.
Like they'll find it. They're gonna find it. They're gonna CSI your ass. Or CSI you later.
Yeah, because there's going to be some dude that threw out his wedding ring, and he's going to be sifting through the whole trash, and he's going to find body parts.
That's right. Well, it is getting close to the holiday season, so people are starting to put up their holiday decorations. Obviously, you're starting to see them around town. Mm-hmm. It's no avoiding it. And honestly, it's most acceptable, I guess, if you're going to do it early. At least wait till after Thanksgiving's over, and then it's fair game, right? We'd all agree on that.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. So. People are starting to put.
I'm going to decorate next week.
What happens when you spend your hard-earned money on some nice decorations and maybe some fun inflatables that go out on your front lawn, and then maybe something happens that Ryan, would you know anything about what might happen if you had inflatables? Like if you were like a homeowner and you finally had your first Christmas in your first home and you were putting up some inflatables on the front lawn and something happened to them. I mean, could you imagine that, Ryan? At all, Ryan, could you imagine that happening at all?
Oh, I could write a story about him and inflatables.
Yeah, Ryan, listener land, I'm being a dickhead because Ryan, one of the 2 times.
It ain't what you're thinking.
Yeah,
I'll tell you the story.
Now, it ain't what you're thinking.
Give us a 1 minute recap. This is Ryan's story.
It's going to be like beat poetry. Okay. Do not jump on inflatable snow globes.
When you're how old?
18.
When you're 18, you're running around with your friends in the neighborhood.
You will get chased out, and then you do something stupid.
Yeah, can you make it rhyme like Dr. Seuss?
You have to pay for it.
Yeah, you got to pay for it eventually. Everybody pays for it eventually. Yeah. And you
just
learn,
don't. I mean,
you learn the
I
heart.
was young, man. I was young.
Hey,
it was raining. We're gonna do airsoft. It wasn't raining. If it wasn't for Mother Nature, this is why we need to.
So they tackled the.
Stop cutting down trees, guys.
They tackled the
That's
inflatables
the moral of the
instead.
story.
But yeah, so Ryan has been, a party to tackling inflatable things.
Yeah. I mean, and running red lights trying to.
But any advice we're giving out there to all of you people to not do that? There's certain people or things that aren't going to be able to understand this advice. One of them, bears.
Yes, mostly.
And this bear, he decided to attack an inflatable Rudolph, thinking it was prey, and tried to make it his next meal in Nevada, of all places. So randomly, this confused bear sneaks up on this guy's. This is in like
right down the strip.
Well, this is this is Lake Tahoe.
That's a deer.
This is South Lake
It's
Tahoe.
a goddamn Christmas ornament.
This is South Lake Tahoe. It's not Vegas Strip. I was wondering. I was like, really? Someone just saw
like right across from Caesars.
No, yeah, this is like South Lake Tahoe.
Around the damn horseshoe thing.
So this fucking bear, it just thought this Rudolph. It's this white inflatable, and there's a video on YouTube. You can look it up. This white inflatable Rudolph. He just thought that shit was like ready for hunting, and the video shows him like prowling on it, and then it just gets up and starts mauling the shit out of it, rips it to shreds, like thinking that this is my next fucking meal right there.
It didn't scare him when it went pop.
It probably doesn't, because those inflatables they need constant air. So like when you rip a hole, they just kind of go.
Yeah, they're not blown up.
It's either that bear doesn't know what that thing is,
Jesus.
or that bear is just tired of it.
This was literally in a place.
There's one or two things. He's
South Lake
like,
about 5 a.m. The guy caught it.
Jesus Christ! Why are you putting that thing on, man?
The guy saw it when he woke up in the morning, probably around 8 or 9 a.m. The guy saw it and he checked the security camera footage that he had, and around 5 a.m. the fucking bear. And he said he didn't show any interest in any of the other decorations.
Yeah, dude, that thing's so noisy. It's like
But the dude says
I'm tired of doing this.
This is what the
nice thing.
The dude says
I'm
a group
fucking it up.
Dad. The dude says a group of bears are known to frequent the area, and they're usually spotted about once a week, and they have this little route that they just all walk, and sometimes it's just right in front of houses down the street to get to the woods, like to cut back to the woods. Like they have little shortcuts.
Terrified.
They just run the streets and walk down those streets. And
Dude,
they were just walking down the street, and they didn't like his fucking Rudolph thing, and the dude was like, "Sup, dude? You guys go ahead. I'm gonna hang back and talk."
Joey, get him.
Timeout.
Joey,
I'm gonna grab a snack real quick. You guys head up.
Not only did you have a fight with your wife the night before, you had to sleep on the couch. You spilled coffee on your shirt.
Yep.
And you have a fucking bear outside of your fucking driveway ready to attack you, ready to go to work. I mean, you're not going to go to work.
I'll just let him keep ripping up the reindeer.
What are you going to do, dude? Like that, it has to be the worst. Like,
well, that's why I don't live in.
Why are you so tense at the work? Then you have the dude that's like, "Why are you so tense? What do you?"
Wake up in the morning, you're pouring your coffee. Honey,
the number one reason...
Is it just me, or does it look like there's a bear ripping our...
Oh,
I only
door
had one
off our
sip
car.
so far, but... Is there a bear ripping that reindeer apart out in the lawn?
That's the number one reason I didn't move to Nevada when I thought about it.
Wow.
Was bears ripping up my Christmas decorations. So,
well, also you're a degenerate gambler.
So just be careful. PSA out there, guys, in listener land. If you're going to put up your Christmas decorations, or you already have, just make sure you have no wild gang rolling, street rolling groups of bears that might try to, or kids, drunk kids, at 18. You never know who the hell is going to. So just make sure I guess the PSA really is, don't spend too much money on those decorations thinking they're going to last to next year, because you never know what's going to happen.
You never know.
Especially with those lights, you never know. Guys, thank you so much for hanging out with us for episode 71. We had a good time. We hope you had as much fun listening to us. For every one of you out there that's listening, there's 1,000 of you that aren't, so make sure you tell your friends, guys. Thank you so much.
Tell 10 of your friends.
Have a good night. Go watch some hockey. Go watch some football.
Stammers.
See you soon. All right, good night, everybody. We love you. Bye-bye.